Ever wondered why your hair still feels dry even after moisturizing? You're not alone. I used to do everything right, leave-in conditioner, oils, butters, but after 24 hours, my strands still felt like straw the next day until I discovered the right way to properly moisturize my hair. Now, if that is what you're interested in, keep watching. What I'm about to show you isn't just about products, because I find that a lot of times people are so focused on the products, the best products and all that. While they play a good role to keeping your hair moisturized, it is still not all about the product. It's about how you use them. This changed the game for my moisture retention, and my twists have never been this juicier. First off, I always start on damp hair. Never mistake oils for moisturizers. Water is the only thing that will moisturize your hair. Your hair needs to be damp before you start anything you want to do. Not soaking wet hair, because otherwise it will be very difficult for those products to penetrate your hair. As you can see, I started off with spritzing my hair with some water. Then next, I follow up with my leave-in conditioner. I must apply the water first before the leave-in conditioner, because I find that once I use just leave-in conditioner and then go ahead with my sealing ingredient, it doesn't work that good for me. So I like to use liquid first before going ahead with the leave-in conditioner. So the next and the final step is to seal everything in with my oil and then my butter as the last thing. For some people, they just apply the oils, or for some people just the butter, but I like to use both to make sure that my sealing is complete. Well, it's just a preference, so you can choose any one that works for you. So after properly layering your products, you want to make sure that you detangle your hair properly before twisting it up. Now, for today's video, I'm going to be using a white tooth comb. So for my natural hair girlies who are using white tooth comb to detangle, I'm with you today. After almost 2 years of strictly finger detangling my hair, I'm using a white tooth comb today. And this comb was actually a gift, so I decided to launch it. So for those of you who don't know how to properly detangle your hair, please, detangling your hair does not mean you should just take a comb and rake through your hair. You have to be gentle. There's a technique to doing this, and you have to make sure to follow it through. You start from the ends and you work your way up to the roots. And once you get to a bump, please don't force your comb through. That is the mistake a lot of people make. And you keep hearing, my hair is not growing. Girl, your hair is growing. You're just not retaining length because you're breaking your hair each time you use that comb and brush. Once you meet a bump, please stop and use your hand to unravel the rest. That is what I did. Please finger detangle before you go in with a comb or a brush. I don't typically encourage using brushes because they don't respect knots and tangles. They can just swipe through. But for white tooth comb, I think you can easily manage that. You will see the little thing that came out from this section, which is very, very minimal. That is what you should be getting. If you're getting bunch of hair coming out from just a single small section like this, then you have a problem. It's either you've not moisturized your hair in well enough for your comb to glide through, or you're just raking through your hair, passing through bumps and knots and tangles without even taking your time to use your hand to finger detangle. If you noticed from the beginning, I used my hand to finger detangle before even using this comb, because that is a lifestyle. That is something I've chosen to do. It can be stressful. You can take my time. Yes, a style that would take me just 2 hours might take 3 hours, because I have to make sure that my hair is properly detangled. I finger detangle first before I use a comb. Now, I've done this for almost 2 years without using a comb. So what's the rush now that you cannot be patient for you to gently finger detangle before using your white tooth comb? I'm also going to be doing my trimming as I go along. As I twist each section, it's easier this way than just stretching my hair section by section and then trim and then style. That would take me a longer time, so I prefer to twist, and then at the end I will see clearly what needs to go out. So you can see that moisture. You can see that moisture. If your hair is not feeling this way after moisturizing, then there is a big problem. So going step by step with hydration, which is water, moisture, which is water, not your oils, not your conditioners, not your butter. Doing that first, and then go in step by step. Apply your conditioner, your leave-in conditioner, apply your oils if you're using oils, or just go ahead to use your seal butter. That is how to layer your product. If you do this correctly, trust me, you're going to see a significant improvement in your moisture retention. Like, I can go for days without remoisturizing my hair. I can even go for a week. Don't mind that I always moisturize 2 to 3 times a week. I just do that to keep up with moisture. But sometimes once I losing my hair and I feel that it's still moisturized, I just leave it that way and just focus on my scalp. So the cream is what coats your hair and make sure that water that you apply stays in. Otherwise, just applying water and leaving your hair like that is going to evaporate. Like, the water is going to dry out in no time. So your oils and your butters, layered properly, layered accordingly, will help to seal in that moisture, to keep that water in for as long as possible. And also, don't forget to add extra layers of sealant at the ends of your hair, because they are the fragile parts, they are very weak, and it's very easy for them to get dry. So you want to make sure to get that covered as well. Moisturized hair isn't about how much product you use, like I said. It's about how well you layer and seal your products in, your oils, your butters. So make sure that you are properly hydrating your hair before you complain about your hair getting dry. Now, like I said, there is no rules to do this, but this is a technique that always works. Yours can be just using leave-in conditioner, oils and butters. But if you are in that category and you still feel that your hair is not dry, try using water first and then add your leave-in conditioner for extra protection, then your oils and your butters, and see the difference. As you can see, these twists, are they not looking juicy to you? Like, they're looking so soft. These twists are calling moisture all around. So yeah, this is the secret to a well moisturized hair. It's not my fancy product. Like, I barely use any fancy products. You can see the product that I use, Mega Growth, and my oils, my butters, I make them myself. This is the shedding that came out, not so much like for the entire hair, because I did some trimming there. So this is a technique, and it is something that you want to give a try. So if you're ready to keep your hair moisturized and locked in for good, drop it in the comment section. Drop a water emoji and let me know that you're one of the moisture hydration locked girly. I'll see you guys in my next one. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys. Bye.